What's up, guys? Quadrant here, going to be bringing you a Longbow-DMR game. So I'm not a huge fan of this weapon, but I need to get the achievements for it because I'm in the 4th gen now, and one of the achievements is to get 200 kills of anything, 200 enemy kills, and 50 pilot kills. So here's my loadout: Longbow-DMR, 4.5x scope, stabilizer, sidewinder, 45 auto pistol, cloak, satchel, and parkour and minion detector. Now, this weapon will one-shot headshot anything, basically, and then 2-shot body shot for pilots. So there, I 2-shot body shotted with the no-scope, and it's a little more accurate if you're standing still when you're putting a no-scope. And there's the auto pistol for you. You have to hit, I think, around probably 7-8 shots to land a kill at point-blank range. And so you have to hit a really high percentage of your shots. You can't really spam it. It's only 20 bullets in there. So it's something to keep in mind when you're using the auto pistol. I really would like to see people use, or I would like to see them add like attachments to the sidearms. Now I tried to no-scope him there, but I should have just jump kicked him or zoomed in to finish him off. So basically, I like this 4.5x scope a lot more than the 6x scope because the maps in this game are a lot smaller than in, for example, PlanetSide. PlanetSide has such massive maps, and the 6x scope is kind of almost the minimum that you want, maybe the 4x. So there's the auto pistol again. I'm going to do quite a bit of work with this auto pistol this game. It's a surprisingly decent weapon. It's very similar to using just an SMG, but only with 20 rounds. So like kind of like the R97 in terms of its accuracy and weapon damage. And I should probably look up the exact damage, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Just know that it takes around 7-8 bullets to actually get a kill. So I've managed to land 4 or 5 kills with it already this game. But this is attrition, right? So the key to attrition, I think, is to kill lots of minions and then to win the pilot versus pilot encounters. So basically, the minions are almost like farming creeps in Dota 2 or like League of Legends. You want to get the creeps to get the extra gold. Well, in this case, you get lots of extra attrition points from killing all of the minions, and the minions will kill each other off if you don't. If you're not extremely proactive about killing them. So you basically just lose out on gold if you don't try to kill all the minions yourself, rather than letting the computers kind of duke it out. So that's something to keep in mind whenever you're playing attrition. And that's why I think the smart pistol is probably the best weapon for attrition. If I have a choice of weapons, that's what I use. Now I'm using the quad rocket here with the additional magazine size upgrade, and the reason I'm doing that is because I have to get the quad rocket upgrade for my Generation 4 again. I have to kill 50 Titans with it, and I think the quad rocket's really a pretty poor weapon overall, but again, I'm needing to use it this game just because I have to get that 50 kills or whatever. I'm going to do a satchel on this guy. And satchels are incredibly good for picking off Titans. They'll do about, if you land both of them on the Titan itself, they'll do about 1/3 of its actual HP after it takes down the shield, or about half of a Titan's HP, or at least like an Ogre's HP. So a little bit more than that on the other 2 Titans. Now here's a pilot. I think I try to go melee him. I can't remember if I'm successful or not. But if you're ever behind them and you plus your melee, you'll just kind of twist their neck. And here's another kill with the auto pistol, and there's the carbine right there. Someone just picking me off with the carbine. Carbine's incredibly, I think the carbine's probably the #1 weapon in the game for just all-around effectiveness, and it's great in this attrition game type as well. But I do think that the smart pistol is still a little bit better than the carbine in this particular game, just because minion kills are such a high priority. Because that gives your team such a huge advantage if you can instantly basically pick off people using your smart pistol. Even the carbine's not as good as the smart pistol for picking off minions. Now I think I was looking at my mini-map and it looked like there were several people maybe on top of the roof here, so I was going to go up there, and I know I say roof a little bit funny instead of rough roof. I don't know, maybe rough. How do you guys say roof? I say roof like woof, like a dog. And I managed to get meleeed. So the guy just came up behind me, and that just happens. And this is a game where, you know, if you run past an enemy and you're not looking towards him, you know, that's going to happen. So I don't feel bad about it. I just know that he's up here now, so I decided to take advantage of that. And instead of going and meleeing him, I just pop him with the sniper shot here. And so between the two sniper rifles, there's the Crabber AB and then the Longbow-DMR. And I am a big fan of the Crabber. The Crabber, I think, is a much superior weapon when compared to the Longbow, simply because you can one-shot kill pilots, and I think that's huge. Like that's like just immensely huge because, for example, quick scoping, you can pick people off when you encounter them, and you have your sniper rifle out, or you have a chance to at least. With the Longbow-DMR, you have to like hit them twice, and you're spamming. It's just not nearly as reliable. And then obviously the fact that you can one-shot people allows them to not ever kind of get retribution shots off. Oftentimes I see myself duking it out with people with the longbow, and I hit them once and then they finish me off with their, like, for example, their carbine or whatnot. So, and I've got a Titan chasing me down right now. So whenever you cloak, you're actually completely invisible to enemy Titans. And that's, like, I think really, really nice. And it's important to realize that they can literally not see you at all. You're completely 100% invisible. But whenever you're cloaked, right here, I'm shooting at a cloaked guy right here. I'm tracking him and hit the last two shots of my magazine to finish him off. So basically, right there, you can see whenever you're cloaked, you're actually not invisible hardly at all to other pilots. You're very, very visible, and if they're not distracted at all, they're looking, they'll probably see you for sure. Now that was the Sidewinder. The Sidewinder is actually incredibly effective against Titans, especially once they have their shields down and you can actually hit them in the crit spots. The other weapons can't really take advantage of crit hits. And I thought this was a friendly because there was a pilot in the building like behind the Titan, so I didn't realize that it was an enemy until he was already pounding on me. And that guy punched me. I flew back so far. But so what I was saying is that Sidewinder is incredibly good once their shield's down and you focus down the critical zones on a Titan. Now my particle wall not really helping me much because he just walks right through it. And I'm getting out of the building here before I eject so I can get some air. Because I don't want that Titan to be focusing me down, basically. And I managed to satchel the already doomed Titan, so I didn't really get anything out of it. Sidewinder here, again, aiming for the crit spots, which it varies for each type of Titan, but most of it centers around the head and back area. And I'm trying to shoot this cloaked guy, the cloaked pilot, and managed to pick him off as he goes for cover. And here's a guy running back, and I managed to pick him off right before he goes into the building. But I really do like this 4.5x scope and the ACOG scope. I really, really dislike the 6x scope on the Longbow and the Crabber AB, just because it's too zoomed in and you can't really see anything around you. It's hard to track targets when they're close, and it happens way too often that they're way too close. So the only time I think the 6x scope might be useful is if you're like really far away, like in some of the giant, like the tropical map. I can't remember the name of the tropical map, but like on that map in particular, there's some sniper nests that are up really high, and this is hilarious. The grunt actually melees me. That's the first time I've ever died to a melee from a grunt. I've died to a melee from a sentinel before, but never a grunt. So there you can see I'm ranked 33 right now in Generation 4 with 11 pilot kills, 3 Titan kills, and 20 minion kills, and 6 deaths this game. And I'd say this is a decent game. This is a good score for me using the DMR, just because the DMR is just I don't like. I think the weapon could be improved. I don't know. I feel like if you get like a direct chest shot, maybe it should one-shot kill. Maybe, I don't know. It feels underpowered, and like sniping in general in this game feels really underpowered. So 76 at attrition points, which is the highest in the game, and we ended up losing. Had some guys on my team that didn't contribute too much, but I'm not going to blame it on them. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess I'll just show you the stats here, but if you have any requests for maybe weapon types or kind of reviews, I am putting together an actual review of the R97. I have it edited mostly already, but anyway, guys, again, feel free to add me, Quadron117, if you want to get some games. Just as long as you don't spam me, we're good to go. And whoops, hit a little spoon there. So Quadron signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. I have links in the video description below. Thanks guys for watching. Quadron signing off.